Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Ultimate General Civil War. And after we protected our own supply lines in the previous battle, it is time to attack the enemy supplies in this one. For this fight I have reinforced the units of our 1st Division so that everyone has 1200 soldiers, with the exception of Corp who could only be reinforced to 1000 men. Our 2nd Division should hopefully be strong enough for this fight. In our 3rd Division I have increased Ward's battery up to 9 12-pounder howitzers. And if you look at our career, I have put another point into army organization. And I start to see a mistake in my planning. For the Battle of Shiloh we could bring theoretically 20 brigades onto the battlefield, but I have invested too strongly into politics at the beginning, and therefore I can only bring 15 brigades into the next big fight. In this fight we are getting support from Davies and Jones cavalry, who are both armed with the Cook & Brothers single-shot musketoon. Together with these reinforcements we can field 11,500 soldiers and 16 artillery pieces. The Union is massing its army near our capital of Richmond. Almost certainly they are preparing to attack and threaten and destroy our new government prematurely. Our reconnaissance patrols reported that one of their most important supply convoys, loaded with heavy ammunition and weapons, is going to pass along this road in about an hour. They're going to meet with General McDowell, commanding about 7,000 infantry, and he needs those supplies. General, this is a great opportunity to ambush and seize those supplies from the Yankees before McDowell arrives with his much stronger army. Local cavalrymen will join our attack. If we succeed, not only we can use the supplies for our army, but we will surely impress our people in West Virginia and get more military support. General, it is going to be a risky process. If the Federals are too strong, it is advised to withdraw into the woods and live to fight another day. Good luck. Our men are organized and the battle can begin. We are moving out with our forces taking position in these woods and in these open fields. Our cavalry is starting to form up on the enemy flank. Skirmishers are rushing ahead to make sure that we can attack the enemy early on and disrupt their lines. If we succeed in binding the enemy units quickly, we can snatch their supplies without taking many losses. Down here the lines of Robinson and Burney are forming up. Robinson opens his flank to Siegfried's men, and our main units are approaching. For now I'm ordering Jones to hold his fire as he is very close to these supplies and we need them captured and not destroyed. Robinson is already routed, and up here we are about to capture the first supplies. With these supplies captured, I am sending them to rout from the battlefield. Skirmishers, fight on. Faulkner skirmishers, you need to form up further down on the flank. And Jones has captured the other supplies. Come on, Jones. Don't shoot them, only capture them. Up here, the enemy general is approaching. Supplies rout off the field. Skirmishers, further harass them. Jones, take position over here. Davies, fall back. And now it is time to get Liddell and McGuinness forward to catch the enemy reinforcements. Liddell and McGuinness skirmishers, you're going to hold off the enemy cavalry, while these skirmishers try to hold back the enemy forces already present on the field. Jones open fire. And down here the men of Faulkner's Legion also needs to push up. Bain, you attack Robinson. And more Yankees are approaching from the direction that we are retreating from. Jones, fall back. The first supplies are about to be behind our lights, and our skirmishers are doing a fine job holding back the enemy for now. Faulkner's men, get over there and hopefully attack the enemy artillery. Jones, I want you to retreat. Down here, Davis cavalry can move up on our flank. The plan is not to fight the enemy on this huge open field, but to only hold them back until our supplies are safe. Liddell and McGuinness, fall back. Sigvid's men, fall back. Sigvid skirmishers, you can move forward a bit. These skirmishers need to make sure that our men are safely retreating. Faulkner's men, fall back. Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Cobb skirmishers and Bane skirmishers now also need to fall back. Faulkner's skirmishers have surrendered. Hatch, can you liberate them? Davies, get down there. It is now time to build up our defensive line. Sigvid's skirmishers you can reattach. Hatch, Cobb and Bane retreat further. Very good. Davies, try to find these skirmishers. If you can recapture them, perfect. If not, it is how it is. Hatch and Bane skirmishers, you're going to take position here. These skirmishers are going to form up in front of our main line. And yes, it looks like Davis might be able to get Faulkner's Legion back. If not, his movement at least distracts a lot of the Federal forces. But he is getting flanked in the process. Come on, only a step forward. Now, fall back. Fall back. Faulkner's men are again routed, but I rather see them routed than captured. Davies, run away. Up north we have Ledley as our reserve. I'm going to grab his skirmishers. Maybe we can get the artillery that was previously isolated. Davies is still running away. Good. And the enemy is not yet moving up. Ledley, please fill in this gap. Faulkner's skirmishers have gathered their courage, but they're absolutely isolated. Can you get a volley off before you run away? Or can you immediately rout from the field? Both things you cannot. Run, please, run. Enemy cavalry is moving up. We see 2 batteries over there. And our artillery is taking potshots at the enemy cavalry. Faulkner is rear flanked and again routed. I think these men are done for. And the enemy advance starts to take up. Down here I want Liddell and McGuinness to move forward. Ledley skirmishers, you're going to march up over there. Maybe we can threaten their artillery. Our skirmishers are still doing a massively good job in holding back the enemy. And up there these skirmishers broke. Our cavalry is safe on our flank and may be able to do some damage later. Enemy cavalry is moving up. McGuinness, shoot on these skirmishers. Fall back. They're coming too close. Ledley, are you able to get a volley off before you can withdraw? Very nice. Now fall back behind our lines. And down here the enemy is approaching over the open field. And I think it might be wise to retreat further into the forest. As right now they're starting to threaten our flank. I'm also going to retreat Bane only a little bit. The same goes with Hatch and our batteries. But please don't crisscross, this is going to take far too long. Artillery supplies can also withdraw. McGuinness skirmishers you can reattach. And up here, Corp and Faulkner's Legion can move forward. And with this, we should have a good line on the enemy. Hatches, skirmishers, you're going to fall back and move on our flank. Up here, Castle's cavalry is moving up again. Ledley move forward. And McGuinness is going to support his parent unit. Ward is opening up on Burnside and Shaw is on the flank of Sherman. And up here, Wilcox is marching up. Jones and Davies, can you get on the enemy flank? Up here, Castle is moving up again. I'm going to give most of our units the hold order to not destroy our lines. Corp is now falling back, just as I wanted to give the fallback order. We have Palmer's cavalry marching south and Franklin setting up to welcome our cavalry, but we will simply push our cavalry back. Poe is starting to charge. Liddell, you do not need to hold for now, just open up on Poe. And these cavalrymen can open up on Palmer. But looks like we are not going to be able to catch him in time. The enemy artillery is not doing a lot of damage on Ledley's skirmishers for now. Very good. And our cavalry continues to hunt Palmer. We soon should be in reach of their artillery. And if the artillery is still over here, I'm going to give them a quick tap. Down here our skirmishers are in cover. Very nice. Ledley skirmishers fall back for the moment. And it looks like we have stopped the first pushes of the Federals. Jones and Davies get further behind enemy lines. It looks like they want to hunt us down. Well, the longer we get their infantry distracted, the better for us. Jones is over here, but we have the numbers. Good volley, good volley. Now catch him and charge him out if possible. Our artillery is still doing a good job, but we do not have the range for their task. Enemy artillery is now moving further south. I'm going to use this for our advantage and I'm going to get Liddell and McGuinness forward. These skirmishers are going to shield our advance on our flank. Down here we have Jones routed and Palmer is taking on the attack, but I think both cavalry units are scout cavalry and therefore should not be a match for our stronger numbers. Corps skirmishers, I want you to reattach, and the enemy is moving up on our flank. Ward, you're marching further south, the same with... No. Shaw, you are marching north. The enemy is also messing up over there. We have routed Jones. Palmer is wavering. Davies is flanked, and I don't think that I have a lot of control over the battlefield right now. Davies is falling back, but we have routed one group of enemy cavalry. And Jones is wounded. Only 3 minutes left to hold, and I'm going to finish this battle as quickly as possible. Over here Castle is moving up. Davies is now routed. And they start to press our flank. Hatch skirmishers fall back. To make sure that they are not going to threaten our flank, Ledley and Hatch are moving forward the same. Well, this movement was not necessary as we have just won the battle. The enemy fielded 9,800 soldiers, 950 cavalrymen and 18 artillery pieces. Of those, 881 infantries became casualties, 1 gun got destroyed and 531 cavalrymen were killed. And the 283 men of their supply line got captured. On the other side we fielded 10,000 infantrymen, 850 cavalrymen and 16 artillery pieces. 380 of our infantrymen and 340 of our cavalrymen became casualties. All in all, the casualties in this fight were pretty low, and I'm happy to see that. We have reached our goal, and McGuinness was the most successful unit on the battlefield with over 280 kills, followed by Secret's Devils with 270 and Liddell with 223 kills. Davies' cavalry with 180 losses took the most casualties, followed by Jones with 160. After that, Faulkner's Legion suffered 127 casualties, and Colonel W. Jones got killed. After this fight we got a huge load of enemy supplies, but unfortunately not a lot of weapons. We got 175 Springfield M1842 and 131 Colt M1855. Our battlefield rewards are 1 career point, 4 reputation, $67,500 and 4,000 fresh recruits. Additionally, 283 of our prisoners got exchanged for 413 recruits. Our army is still intact and Bain got his first star. All in all, a very successful fight, and with the money and manpower reserves now available, we are able to build up a good force for the Battle of Shiloh. But this is it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.